Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation. And welcome to Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend, had a bit of rest, had enough fun, and that you are ready to dive into this week along with us. Our teacher for this week is Michael Beckwith. He is a minister, author, and founder of the Agape International Spiritual Center in Los Angeles. Noah, good morning. Happy Monday. It's always great to see you pop in with us. Hello. Danae, good morning. It's so good to see you live. Hello. Happy Monday, Danae. Somebody, good morning. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. As we step into this new week, Michael Beckwith has a reminder of who and what we are. We are all creators, whether we recognize it or not. Every thought we harbor, every word we utter, every intention we set acts as a powerful tool, constantly building the architecture of our existence. Hey, Anthony, good morning. Welcome to a new week, dude. Right, so let's start our week with a reminder of who it is that you are, your innate divine capacity for creation. Michael Beckwith reminds us, he says, I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Regardless of what has happened to you in your life, regardless of how young or how old you think you might be, the moment you begin to think properly, this something that is within you, this power within you that's greater than the world, it will begin to emerge. It will take over your life. It will feed you. It will clothe you. It will guide you, protect you, direct you, sustain your very existence, if you let it. Now, that is what I know for sure, says Michael Beckwith. You are great. There is something magnificent about you. Michelle, good morning. Welcome to the first day of a great new week. And Charlene, good morning. Welcome to this Monday. The last thought today from Michael Beckwith is, you can start with nothing, and out of nothing, and out of no way, a way will be made. You are the co-creator of your life. You were created to create. Creating is in fact your birthright. Your thoughts, your intentions, your words, and your actions are your tools. And you can further develop these tools in order to become an even more powerful creator. The tool to put most of your focus on is how you talk, and especially how you talk to yourself, because how you speak to yourself is your operating system. Every action you take, every interaction flows from how you talk to yourself. So that your words speak of creativity, of possibility, of opportunity. Make it your mission this week to catch yourself when you realize that you are speaking to yourself in an old, disempowering way. Read Michael Beckwith's words again and perhaps say them to yourself. I believe you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Just imagine if your day started with those words every day. Just imagine that the first time you catch a glimpse of yourself in the mirror every morning, those are the words you say to this person in the mirror. I believe you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Speak only what you wish to become true. Your words are powerful. Decide to stop saying anything that you wouldn't want to come true. That is going to be our practice today. If you're ready, you can close your eyes and we'll float away together, starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. A deep breath in and out. A deep inhale and let it go. Deep breath in and out. One more big breath in and let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way deep down into your belly. And as you fill up your belly with air, also raise yourself up. As you breathe in, stretch out your spine. Lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. With every breath out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and even drop your head. At the start of the week, I like to remind you of what exactly it is that you're busy doing right now. You're taking this body by the hand, you are sitting it down, and you are being the teacher to this body. You are saying to this body, here is how I want us to do this. And the truth is, everything you practice, everything you keep practicing, you become better at. Perhaps we have spent way too much time practicing being in a survival state. Perhaps we've spent too much time practicing being in fight or flight. And in that space, we might have also been practicing speaking to ourselves in a disempowering way. Take a moment to think about how your computer works, how your cell phone works. Of course, software was written as the operating system to control the computer or the cell phone. That operating system that was written for your computer, for your cell phone, was written in a coding language. But language, all the same. Language is also our operating system. Everything we do has its foundation in our internal operating system. The conversations we have, the narratives running through our mind. The way we speak to ourselves is so clearly reflected in the ways we react to the world around us. The way we speak to ourselves determines even the goals we allow ourselves to set for ourselves. What if you became really good at only ever speaking the words of what you choose to create? What if you became really good at never again speaking words that don't fit into what you're trying to create? With this fundamental change in your operating system, it will become clear to you, as clearly as Michael Beckwith says it. You are great. There is something magnificent about you. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, helping our bodies stretch, adjust, and settle down into as much comfort as possible for the rest of our journey. Let's take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles forward and to the left, forward and to the right. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left. Lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our body into a state of presence, or at least becoming as present as we possibly can be right now, We can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. With every next inhale, we'll hold our breath for just a few short moments, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is always a good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips into your body and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. And feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath. But hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see yourself standing at the start of a brand new week. See your toes sticking over the edge and see yourself ready to dive in. Take your next big breath. Standing at the start of a brand new week, we have the opportunity to take a moment to become intentional about how we want to walk into this week. When we are not being intentional, we risk being on autopilot. And on autopilot, we are very likely to react to the world in the same old ways, the same old patterns that we might have done in the past. And perhaps by now we have created some healthy patterns. And that's exactly how our brain works. When we repeat a new healthy pattern, then it starts becoming available on autopilot, which is exactly what we want, right? But we don't want to be on autopilot all the time because we want to be able to catch the unhelpful patterns and choose a new response to them as well. And slowly, we'll create more helpful patterns for the future, and we'll have less of the unhelpful patterns that still play a role. So let's be intentional about how we step into this week. What is on your calendar this week? What is already known about the week ahead? Take a moment to remind yourself. As you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take a stroll through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And remind yourself of some of the things you need to get done this week. Remind yourself of some of the places you need to go this week. Remind yourself of some of the people you need to see this week. Take your next big breath. What are you creating this week? Perhaps there's something very specific on your mind. Perhaps you have a project with a deadline this week. Perhaps you are creating something very tangible, something very physical, something you can put on the wall and point to and say, I created that. But there's a whole other spectrum of creating that we sometimes forget about. However it is that we show up is how we are creating. We spoke a little bit about your internal dialogue, the narrative you have within yourself, how you speak to yourself. That is at the core of how you're creating. So perhaps this week, fundamentally, you're focusing on a more empowering narrative with yourself. What are you creating this week? Bring one thing to mind, one thing that you'll be pouring your energy into, one thing that you'll be placing your focus on. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to transport yourself to the end of the week, standing in the next weekend and looking back over a week that has passed. Once you get to the end of this week, what would you like to have seen yourself done this week? If there were a checklist, what are some things for which you'd like to say, I got this done, I got that done? What are some things for which you'd like to say, I got started on this one, I made progress on that one? What does your checklist look like for the end of this week? Take your next big breath. We'll pay attention for a little while to your operating system. The internal language that you use with yourself. Michael Beckwith starts today's message with, I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Are those words a part of your operating system? Are those words that you can easily say to yourself? I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Try it for a moment as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you. Try and imagine seeing your reflection in the mirror. Look at this human and speak these words to this human. I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Try it out. Take your next big breath. Let's take a moment to look at the opposite side of this. What are some of the unhelpful, disempowering narratives in your operating system? Are there any very negative ways of speaking to yourself that you know exist in your operating system? Take a moment to remind yourself of some of these. What are some of the unhelpful ways in which you speak to yourself? Take your next big breath. Now, of course, those negative narratives were very unlikely to have been designed by you. We tend to absorb these from the world around us. Very many of them when we were kids, when these words were spoken at us. So we can trust that that negative narrative is not you. It's not who you are. It was handed to you. Now, of course, there is something that you are. There is a deeper being, a deeper knowing, an inner wisdom, a higher self, whatever you want to call this. But there is a part of you, and it tends to be that this voice is soft. It doesn't overwhelm and overpower anything. But when you listen, you know it's there. There's a deeper wisdom that has the opposite message. When that deeper voice hears how you negatively speak about yourself, that deeper voice says, hang on a moment, is this true? As you take your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, get in touch with this deeper voice, this higher wisdom, and listen to its answer. How would your wisdom speak to the first unhelpful voice? Take your next big breath and listen to your inner wisdom. We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, slipping out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, make it a long, slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll read to you one more time today's message from Michael Beckwith. He says, I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. Regardless of what has happened to you in your life, regardless of how young or how old you think you might be, the moment you begin to think properly, this something that is within you, this power within you that is greater than the world, it will begin to emerge. It will take over your life. It will feed you. It will clothe you. It will guide you, protect you, direct you, sustain your very existence, if you let it. Now that is what I know for sure, says Michael Beckwith. Take a moment again to listen to the voice of wisdom within you. Earlier we spoke about whatever you practice, you become better at. What have you become better at? Listening to the voice of wisdom within you. Again, remind yourself of some of the unhelpful narratives that you experience from time to time. What is that very, perhaps hurtful thing that you say to yourself again and again? Now make the decision, set the intention that every time you recognize that unhelpful inner narrative, you will stop and ask the voice of wisdom to speak. Can you see yourself go through this practice? Let's find a very simple example. Perhaps the negative voice says, I'm so stupid. Can you set the intention that every time you hear that, you stop and you go, hang on a moment. That's just one part of me that says, I'm so stupid. What does my wisdom say? Now take a moment and listen. What does your wisdom say? If you do get really good at not letting the negative narrative slip under the radar undetected, If you get really good at catching and checking the negative language every time it shows up, if you stop and ask your wisdom for a response every time, then as Michael Beckwith suggests, this something that is within you, this power within you that's greater than the world, it will begin to emerge. It will take over your life. It will feed you, it will clothe you, it will guide you, protect you, direct you, sustain your very existence. But you have to reach for it again and again. Let us set the intention to not let one old, unhelpful narrative slip under the radar this week. Let us catch every one of them and then turn towards our wisdom and ask for a different response. One more time, imagine seeing yourself in the mirror, and right after this meditation, go and do it. Look at yourself in the mirror and repeat the words, I believe that you are great, that there is something magnificent about you. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and I invite you to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for the privilege of standing at the start of a new week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for being able to take a moment, look at my week ahead, and be intentional about how I want to walk into this week. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for becoming better and better at recognizing the voice of wisdom that lives in me. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for the practice, the daily practice that makes this voice of wisdom part of my programming. That at least some of the patterns I have now created are very healthy patterns from this voice of wisdom. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for jumping into this week along with us. Spread your wings, fly off into this week, and create at your highest potential. Thank you, Noah. It's awesome seeing you pop into the week with us. Thank you, Danae. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Sunmarie. Wishing you all a beautiful week. See you again soon. Ciao, ciao.